Hey everybody, it's Brandon, aka the Cincinnati Kid. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm so grateful to be standing before you and have made it through another day without having to pick up. First and foremost, I want to congratulate all of you that are in alignment with me, that have made it through this day as well, and all the people that decided today to take that first step into changing their lives for the better, to put down drugs, alcohol, or heroin, whatever their vice was that is causing them not to reach their full potential. So, what brings me here today with you guys is I'd like to talk about a topic that for many years it was something I didn't even notice or even realize, and once I realized it, it was hard for me to talk about it then. And so, without further ado, I'd like to talk about depression. Yes, depression. And the reason why I want to talk about depression is I really feel that depression was a deciding factor, one of the deciding factors in my last relapse. And to me, a lot of the events before I noticed that it was depression, to me it was a feeling of these feelings that I was entitled to feel and I deserved to feel, like my mother's death, my girlfriend's death. And with those specific incidents, it wasn't that I was like grieving. I would think about them gone, and it would drive me to this deep place of where I would just not want to live no more. And that was the thought in my head, was like, how can I go find a place to kill myself? Like, I don't want to live. And after looking back at that, I really see that that wasn't rational. And also, another for instance was like me thinking of like the lack of me being in my children's lives, me missing them, some of the things that I've done that I regret. To friends and family. I mean, I'm sure all of you can relate with some of the decisions we've made that have had horrible results that we're left to live with some of the regret and shame from. And one thing I came to notice was there's a difference between regret and shame. Regret can be a healthy thing. It's okay to feel bad about doing something and let that kind of influence you not to let it happen again. And where I've recognized what shame was I did this, so now I'm a bad person. I shot heroin, so now I'm a bad person. My mother died, so I'm a bad person, you know. And that's what I learned to learn the difference of between them two. And so this last time around, coming to and committing to, I committed from day one that I was really going to take this as deep as I could go and really target those areas that I had overlooked. And I really feel like one of the main areas that I overlooked was my depression. And mainly, I guess, I overlooked it because of my pride. Kind of got in the way where me as a man, it was like hard for me to tell someone like I want to kill myself. When with my identity, some of you know, like I'm a musician. I have this identity that I carry that everything's okay. And to actually admit to some people that I think about killing myself or I have to use a drug to feel normal, like, I mean, that was hard for me to come to grips with admitting. So, after committing to knowing that I had to tackle these things, the first step that I had to do was I made a doctor's appointment. And I met with a psychiatrist, and I just told the truth. I told this person like how my day-to-day routine was. And you know, some days I would wake up with a terrible low feeling, and I would self-medicate that in the past. And all I was really trying to do was feel normal. You know, it wasn't like, a lot of my using wasn't me like trying to get high and go stare at the stars melting out of the sky or nod in a bowl of cereal. It was like, I was just trying to feel normal. And I was just disclosing like how my day went. Like, and like I said, like some days I would wake up feeling really low, and it wasn't because of nothing specific. It was like I would feel low, and then my mind would search for a reason to latch onto to feel low about. And then it would just carry me throughout the whole day, and then I had to find a way out of it. So I disclosed that to her, the psychiatrist, and I knew that at that point, after getting some feedback, that I had a chemical imbalance. Whether or not it was a direct effect from my continuous and prolonged heroin and opiate use, we don't know for sure. But things are starting to get connected in the scientific and research realm where, you know, it might be an effect from prolonged heroin and drug use, you know, depression. You know, it affects the chemicals, obviously, and that's what controls our happiness. So, you know, I knew that I might need some medication to get these chemicals in check. And that was a hard thing for me to accept because here I am, I'm clean again, and I don't want to take a mind-altering substance that's going to make me feel any type of way. Especially, not like feeling good type of way, but especially like looking like a zombie or walking around the room, looking all messed up. Because like me, that was my interpretation of mental disorder. Because when I went to the psychiatrist, I was clinically diagnosed as severe depressed. So, I expressed to her my fear of being on a drug I didn't want to feel, you know what I mean? So with all that in mind, I ended up being prescribed a drug called Wellbutrin, and I tried this drug out, and I'm telling you, I believe I felt it like the first day I took it, like the difference. But after a couple of weeks of taking it, I really noticed this like medium of not going so low. Because like the same things were there that would usually make me feel that bad, but I wasn't going so low to where I was thinking like, oh, I got to end my life. Oh, I got to go shoot some heroin right now to medicate myself to feel normal. I was like, and in conjunction with taking this medication, I'm also seeing this psychiatrist once a week, and I'm talking through these issues, and I'm being 100% honest. It comes down to, these principles I learned in a program. It's like, be honest, open-minded, and willing. And it was like, I just committed from the beginning to be 100% honest. These terrible things that I had regret and shame about, I opened up and I told this person. Things I wouldn't tell nobody. Just to unearth them and learn how to deal with them the right way. Like my mother's death and my girlfriend's death. How to grieve. I didn't even know how to grieve. In my mind, I refused to accept that they were dead. And so my only option was to get high or to feel like I needed to follow them and die myself. So today I just want to say, I'm no doctor, and I'm not here to diagnose any of you with depression. I'm just saying for me, it was an area I had not got in check yet, and I believe now that I've got it addressed, and I'm starting to work with it, and I'm talking to a psychiatrist, I'm on medication, I see a huge difference. I don't wake up today with a huge low feeling, and I don't feel like I need to take a drug to feel normal. And this has helped me tremendously. I really feel like it might have even saved my life. You never know. Because to me, a lot of my drug use came from wanting to feel normal. It might have started out fun and part of a party, but it ended up being a crutch to feeling normal. So today, if you see any similarities in the stuff that I'm saying, I'm not diagnosing you by any means. I'm just saying seek a third opinion, a third person's opinion, or go see a doctor and tell them and possibly see if maybe you have a chemical imbalance and you might have depression. Because this might be an area that even with any kind of program you're doing might not ever get in check. And it might be overlooked just because you feel like you deserve to feel a certain way by the way certain things have played out. And so, I just wanted to share that with you guys today and offer my 2 cents on where I've been and what I'm going through. And I just want to congratulate everybody on this movement of getting clean and saving everybody's life. I really feel good today, who I am. I gotta say, like, I used to walk by mirrors like this, and I'm sure some of you can relate. Like, I couldn't look at them. I cussed myself out looking at them. And today I get stuck in them, and it's a beautiful thing. And to stand here and to talk to you people with pride in not only the things that I'm doing in my life, but with what I'm saying, knowing that it's the truth and it's genuinely here to help somebody that was as far down as I was to experience life again. Like, the other day I ate a cucumber and I tasted that thing on 16 different levels. Like, it wasn't just, it tasted beautiful. It was like I'll go spewing into the different levels of it, but I'm just saying, like, you just experience life on a whole nother level once you start getting things really in check. So without further ado, I just want to thank everybody for their support, their messages, and I just want to say thank God for this extra day, and thank you. I really believe in you. If you're on the line on whether or not you want to decide to seek out help or to keep going, just know that you have value in yourself, and that's what keeps me going, is by seeing your value. So believe in yourself like I believe in you. And so I love you all, and let's get this thing together, and God bless, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.